Sena lived in a small house on the edge of a sleepy town where the stars seemed to hang a little lower and the night wind always smelled like lavender. She was a quiet girl with bright eyes, and she loved to dream. Every night, before she fell asleep, she would open her window, whisper her wishes to the sky, and imagine worlds that existed beyond the reach of daylight. But one evening, something felt strange. When Sena lay in bed and closed her eyes, there was no dream waiting for her. No colors, no sound, no floating lights, only darkness. She turned in her bed, whispered her usual wishes again, but nothing changed. The silence felt heavy, as if the stars had forgotten to shine. The next morning, she sat by her window, thinking. "Maybe," she said softly, "my dreams got lost." It was a silly thought, but something inside her believed it. Dreams were alive after all. Maybe they needed to be found. That night, Sena didn't wait for sleep to come. She decided to go look for her dreams herself. She wrapped a soft blanket around her shoulders, held her little lamp, and whispered, "If I can't find my dream, I'll make one." The flame inside her lamp flickered once, twice, and then grew brighter, so bright that it filled her whole room with a silver glow. The air shimmered, and suddenly her walls dissolved into light. She blinked, and the world around her changed. She was no longer in her room. She was standing on a soft, glowing path that floated high above the clouds. Beneath her, waves of light rippled like water, and far away, islands of color drifted in the sky. Trees grew upside down, birds glowed like lanterns, and rivers hummed gentle melodies as they flowed upward into the stars. "This must be where dreams live," Sena whispered, her voice small in the endless night. She began walking. Every step she took left behind a trail of soft golden light, as if the ground remembered her passing. Soon she reached a field of glass flowers that chimed when the wind touched them. The sound was beautiful, but sad, like laughter that had forgotten its reason. "Why are you sad?" she asked the flowers. One of them shivered and replied in a voice as thin as rain, "We are the dreams that were left unfinished. No one remembers us anymore." Sena felt her heart tighten. She knelt down and touched one of the flowers gently. It glowed brighter beneath her hand. "Then I'll remember you," she said. "I'll remember all of you." The field began to sparkle. The air shimmered with soft colors. The flowers sang again, this time with joy, and their song called something from far away, a slow, deep hum that filled the sky. A giant figure emerged from the clouds. It was an old woman, her hair like a flowing river of stars, her robe made of night itself. "Who wakes the forgotten dreams?" she asked, her voice echoing through the world. "I'm Sena," the girl said bravely. "I came to find my dreams." "They're missing." The old woman smiled gently. "They're not missing, child. They've only lost their light. Every dream fades when its dreamer stops believing." Sena looked down at her hands. "But I still believe. I never stopped." "Then you can bring them back," the woman said. From her robe, she took a tiny glowing seed and placed it in Sena's palm. "Plant this in the heart of the dream garden, and the lights will return." Sena nodded and continued walking until she reached a wide, empty field. Nothing but gray mist. She knelt down, pressed the glowing seed into the soft ground, and whispered, "Come back." At first, nothing happened. Then the ground began to hum. One by one, lights rose from the soil, soft, golden, and warm. They floated into the air like fireflies, filling the sky with color. The field became a sea of floating lights, each one pulsing with a heartbeat of its own. Sena watched in awe. Each light was someone's dream, small, fragile, beautiful. They drifted upward back toward the world of sleepers. She knew that somewhere out there, people would start to dream again. The old woman's voice echoed softly. You've done it, Sena. You've reminded the world to believe again. The lights surrounded her now, gentle and warm. One of them brushed against her cheek and whispered, It's time to go home. Sena nodded, eyes heavy with sleep. The floating lights began to swirl around her faster and faster until all she could see was gold. And then she was back in her bed. Her lamp still glowed faintly beside her, and a single light floated above it, one last dream that hadn't yet flown away. She smiled, closed her eyes, and drifted off, knowing she would never lose her dreams again, because now she understood the truth. Dreams never disappear. They only wait for those brave enough to find them